right there and there. Cause it's the West Side Stories with it. Wait, cause it's the West Side Stories with Jacob Crawford. They're stealing crystal cells like the Harrison Ford. It's the West Side Stories with your host Wes Branner and Jacob Crawford. How could it get much better? West Side Stories. Whoa, Link just jumped across. That was fucking tight. Welcome to another episode of West Side Stories podcast. I am here with my new buddy, well, new to a couple weeks ago, but good homie, but new to the comedy scene here in San Diego. Fucking give it up for Jacob Crawford.
Hi, thanks for clapping, everyone.
Yeah, man, fucking, there's a bit of a tangle over here, but anyways, fucking, yeah, dude, you just came onto the scene pretty recently. You fucking, Jacob Johnstone, actually, you were saying was the first person who, told you like about, doing comedy, or
Yeah, I was at Star Bar with some friends, and then they were like, "Oh, this is a comedian," and I was like, talking out of my ass, I was like, "Yeah, I do that too." And then I was like, "Why the fuck did I say that?"
Yeah, talk into the mic.
I gotta talk. Okay.
Yeah, I can reposition it too, so it's better. If okay.
I didn't want to be. Then I didn't want people to hear me breathing.
No.
But yeah, I was at Star Bar, and then he was like, "Yeah, I do comedy," and me just being a dumbass, I was like, "Yeah, me too." And then I'm like, "Oh well, why the fuck did I do that?" And then like, "Well, I'll try it out." And then I started back up, and then and then I've just been doing it weekly.
Yeah.
It's been fun, man.
And that was like 8 months ago or something. That first initial, like you were
when
like,
I met him.
Yeah,
that was probably like almost a year now.
A year ago,
No, not like 8 months.
8 months ago, and then you did it that one or a couple times.
I did it a couple times in 2019.
Oh, in 2019. So before you even ever. So that's kind of why you said it.
Yeah, that's why I said it. Yeah,
there because you were like, I've done
completely
stand up before. Like,
yeah.
So what brought you to doing stand up in 2019 the first time? Like, was it just you're at a bar? Or?
I just came back from Japan, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? This looks like fun. You want to open this?
Well, I don't know. Link, you want to go outside? There you go. You want to go out? Go on, Link.
I always wanted to do it. Did it.
He'll be back in 10 minutes, I promise you.
So I always wanted to do it, and then finally I went to, before it was Mic Drop, it was Comedy Palace, and I went and watched one, and I was like, I think I could probably be good at this. And then,
hell yeah.
Like everyone thinks when they first start. I'm going to hold this, actually, because I have to sit at like just proper posture.
Well, you could change the positioning of it, too.
I'm not
like
a
if
scientist,
you want.
dude. Oh, dude, okay. Oh, that's perfect.
Whatever is the easiest, yeah, you can you can reposition it. This thing will make it so you can get that higher or lower, and then this you can like angle that down or up or down. Or
yeah, so I I went to Comedy Palace back when it was still Comedy Palace. Looked at a couple people do it, and I was like, okay, I could try this out. And then I met what's his name? Mike Perry. He works at Mic Drop.
Yeah,
and so I met him, and he was like,
Ube comedy.
Ube, yeah. And then I met him, and then I met this guy Brian Duffy or McDuffie or something like that, and then Anthony Tone. You know, Tone?
I don't know any of these people, but yeah, they're San Diego comics.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
Nice.
So I was like talking to them, like, yeah, come do it, and I did it, and it was cool. It went well. That like when I went back the next week, because they used to only do it on like Monday nights or something. Or maybe it was on Mondays and Wednesdays, and if you bought a drink, you get 5 minutes. And I was like, oh well, I could definitely do 5 minutes. So you get up there, and you're like, I'm so in over my head.
Yeah. The first time, when you're trying to when you're like, oh, I could riff. Even now, when I like try and riff, I'm like,
nope.
Nah, this didn't work. Like I was trying to riff in like
I feel like I owe everyone
fucking Brick Room. Yeah, I did like Brick Room. It was only comics the other day, and so I was like,
no one's listening.
Oh, I was just like, everybody's listening. No, everybody was listening, but it's just like I felt self-conscious to do shit that like I'm like, well, I haven't written anything new. I'm like, you guys have all heard all these bits.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm self-conscious to do anything right now. So I'm like, let me just try and riff. And then immediately I'm like, oh, nope, they're clammed up there.
Yeah.
Like, I have no riff.
How many times can I say and fucking in a sentence before it's like, all right, I need to get off this fucking mic here.
Yeah.
Go cry in the car or,
Yeah. So then, and then now you've been doing comedy for like, what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Yeah, about
2 months? something?
This
This time?
December makes a month or a month and a half almost.
Nice, dude.
I started up like right after my birthday or right before, like the couple days before my birthday this year, and I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run with it. And then I started writing shit down. And now it's like become infectious, where it's just like every second of the day I'm like, oh, gotta write that down. Like where my friends are like, dude, you gotta fucking stop and write everything in your notes. I'm like,
You're like, hell yes, dude.
exactly
I'll forget shit, and then I'll be
like,
mad.
One of
Yeah.
the funniest people I fucking know. That's why I hang out with you guys. It's like, of course I'm gonna write this down. They're like, yeah, but then it's like not genuine. I don't know. Some of my friends are like, you don't have to write everything down. I'm like, yeah, but I do.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Once I fucking,
you don't realize what could be done here.
Yeah, you're like, you don't know what's gonna be a bit. You do have to write everything down because you're just throwing shit at the wall.
And
so it's like,
I have another friend that I'll be in his garage just like drinking beers, and then I'll say something, and like I'll just tell him a story from my childhood. He's like, dude, why aren't you putting this in your thing? I'm like, well, because I get 5 minutes to try and make a bunch of people laugh. This is like a 20-minute story, dude. Like,
but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't start working on getting these stuff. Like, I feel it's hard to like showcase a longer piece, but there are mics that you can get 10 minutes at and stuff like, and shit like Lestats, and there's as you like there'll be more places. Or if you like, you go do like a feature, or you do a feature set at Quantum, like you get 10 minutes. Or if you do like if Ace puts you up at Impy Bar, he'll give you like 8 minutes or whatever, and like, you know what I mean? All you have to do is hit them up to get on those shows. So
Ace used to host. So I know Ace, not like know him, but he was doing a karaoke thing at the
Monkey
bar.
Feet Entertainment. Shout out Monkey Feet.
Yeah, Monkey Feet. So he was doing a karaoke thing, and then he's like, yeah, I do an open mic too. And this was back in 2022 probably.
Yeah.
And then it was like the last time the Balboa Bar, best burgers in the world. That's the last time they did an open mic there. It was like the night I couldn't make it, and I was gonna come back and start doing it then, and then I couldn't make it out. So I've been trying to get back into it for a while, and now I love it.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to write as much as I can.
That's good.
And
man.
now I'm gonna be hosting in OB, dude. I'm pretty
That's sick.
At
the template.
Yeah. I'm fortunate enough
on
to know
Thursdays?
the guy who runs it and owns it.
On Thursdays,
It'll
is
be
that
every
gonna be
third
happening?
Thursday.
Third Thursday.
Yeah, there's like an improv class, and then as soon as that gets out, then it's
cool.
open mic. So
nice.
I feel like, and it'll go from 7:30 to 10:30. I think is what he wants to do. So I think it's good with like Madhouse gets their open
starts
mic
at 10. Yeah, that's
so
perfect.
It's perfect. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, people can go out
better.
there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's got to work around Madhouse because that is like
that's
the. Oh,
mic.
actually,
mics
are up too. Sign-ups are up.
I signed up this morning. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm only doing Monday and Sunday.
I gotta go sign up. I gotta think about it too. That's why I didn't sign up yet, because I gotta think about it, because now they changed the rules, and it's kind of hard for me to like commit every night. Like, because there's nights where I'm just like, dude, I'm too. Like last night, or 2 nights ago, I was too tired, dude. I was just dead. I was like, I'm fucking dead. I was like, fine, take me off for the rest of the week. I don't even care. I was like, I'm so tired. And I didn't have anything new. So yeah, no, I feel it. But that's cool, dude. That's awesome that you're.
It's especially hard when you're getting on at like 2 a.m. The bar's been closed for 30 minutes already.
Yeah.
And no one's there except you and like the host, and maybe one guy falling asleep, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Let's try to make you laugh. And it's like stuff that when it's like someone that is like an actual crowd member, like they're just not really listening, and you're like, look, I know these ones work. I think that I'm gonna quote Johnstone here. He's like start throwing my heaters at him. I'm like, that's funny, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, yeah, when I know they're not working, I start throwing my heaters. I'm like, oh, that's a good thing to do. And then I tried doing that. Like, maybe
but sometimes you can't. Well, no, like, sometimes you just can't get them back. I mean, it depends. Like, but if a crowd is like at a certain point, like you can try every joke you've ever written that has done well in other places, and it just won't work, because it's just at a certain point they've already lost faith in you. They're just like, I'm fucking, and they might have lost faith in the whole fucking show a long time ago. They might not be enjoying the comedy of the night. Yeah, and they're really not trying to give. It just depends. I mean, yeah, there can be different.
Dumb enough to listen to one of us yell at them and hand them a flyer on the street.
Hey, or they were already in the bar. They're local, or they just came to fucking, you know.
Or they're waiting on their friend to go on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another one that I see a lot. Corey was telling me that soon. He's like, once this kicks off, like once the new year kicks off.
Oh yeah, kick.
Wait.
Pull it just up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. That's perfect.
And then I just
Oh my god, that was a good act out. Corey was telling you
that once New Year's comes around, everyone's going to be trying to do open mics for their like New Year's resolution bullshit, and then you're going to see people come and go way faster.
Well, that's funny because that's how I remember my open mic. That's how I remember that I started doing comedy like probably 2 months before New Year's, because I remember 2 years ago my New Year's resolution was when I first started going up at the Madhouse, and I was living in my car in OB at this time.
What kind of car?
It was a Subaru Forester. So I like had the like one of the seats folded over so I could have like a single like person mattress in there that I could sleep on. It wasn't like the most comfortable, like twin size or something. It wasn't the most comfortable, but it was like it worked. It was doable.
It worked.
Yeah, it was doable at the time. And then but like I remember because I got up like 2 months before that or something and started going to a couple mics at Madhouse, and then my like New Year's resolution, or like a month and a half maybe before that, whatever it was. But then like my New Year's resolution was like go to more mics, like do it, go to, because at that time like it was so I mean there's always like
and then you
an excuse.
Go to bed after you can walk to your car and be
like, yeah,
right,
I just go to bed. I know, right? That was kind of tight. That is the kind of cool thing about living in your car, but there's a lot of cons. Like that was a pro.
Yeah,
that was a pro, but like the cons, like mostly just not being able to just like wake up and like go take a shit or like take a piss like anywhere. It's or like have like that like is kind of like just I don't like that. I like having a bathroom. Like I just like I don't like just like having to like go shit some random place. That's so annoying, and you're just like fuck, dude. Like I gotta shit hella bad, and then like you're like, yeah, dude. There were like times where I was just like crouched like out of like the car, like just shitting like out to the street.
Dude, my buddy lived on a sailboat with no plumbing.
Hell yeah, dude.
He lived on a sailboat, and it was so dumb. His ex-wife,
I lived on a sailboat for like 6 months.
Well, his ex-wife's dad convinced him, like, oh yeah, you should get a sailboat and live on it. This guy was like on the run or something when he told him this.
Yeah, checks out. You don't live on a sailboat unless you're on the lam,
so
dude.
he's just like, I don't know. He's like, you know what's a great thing? A great investment is like buy a shitty sailboat that needs so many repairs. And he's like, okay. He's
just
like, also
sail the Caribbean.
He's like, dock it in. Well, this is when I was in the military, and this guy was also in the military with me, and he's like, yeah, I have to take a dinghy from my car to the boat every day. He had a Great Dane and he had a cat.
Jesus.
That he'd have to
Great Dane on the boat,
not even docked, just like
living on the boat.
Yeah, and so
that's animal abuse, bro. That is
his
complete.
His wife
that's
ended up getting sick of it.
Wild.
And was like, I can't keep putting this fucking giant dog on a miniature boat every day. Take it to land so it can shit. And then he didn't have any plumbing either, so he would shit.
Thing I've ever heard in my life.
He'd shit in a Home Depot bucket, and I remember he's like talking this.
And then
like,
just like what, throw him out to sea, or would he wash it out?
What would you do with your poop? I mean, he wouldn't keep it and bring it back to land. I mean, yeah, he'd throw it out to sea. I'm sure he'd rinse it out, like dunk it.
Ew, dude, that sounds so unsanitary.
But he invited us all over. It was a bunch of people we worked with, and
no,
he's like, "Yeah, we're having a boat party. Like, you want to come to this boat party?" And we're like, "Yeah, this is gonna be awesome."
There's nowhere to shit. Everybody's out there.
We were just like, "Yeah, this sounds like so much fun." And then we showed up because we're all dumb, young, fucking. I don't even think I was 21 yet. I think I was still like 20. Yeah, this is 2018, and
oh my god,
he was like, "Yeah, come out to my boat," and then I just see him pull up with the dinghy and the engine breaks, so we had to row all the way to the fucking boat.
Oh my god!
Because there's no dock space, so he's just floating out in the or the harbor.
Rowed his boat like fucking.
So we're
like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
like you're fucking rowing to
SpongeBob
to Treasure to Tortuga. Yeah.
And
so we're don't fuck that up too much.
Don't pull it up.
Don't play with it too much. Okay, you're gonna fuck it. You're break it.
Ball.
Yeah, you're break that shit.
Punch it.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. It's like
no, it's okay.
So yeah, no, we like
rode out to
there.
the fucking boat.
We get to the boat,
That's
and
crazy.
then we just have like a bunch of drinks. We invited chicks too.
Oh no!
Which was even worse because like we had to go get them, and they're like, "Where's the boat?" And we're like pulling up on this little thing, and like we had chicks like straight up because like, "I'm not coming anymore."
Yeah,
like,
hell no,
we were
dude.
just
They're
like, "Yeah, we get it." Like, yeah, we understand why you wouldn't be.
They're like, you don't have a motorized boat. They're like, we're good, dude. Like,
we're like, we'll row it for you. It's like, dude,
of course you will.
no, it's like there's
like,
4 dudes on a sailboat, and there's 2 chicks pulling up. And we're just like, hey.
Yeah, they're like, we're not trying to get fucking taken in the pirate laws of parlay.
The boat didn't run anyway. Like he ended up.
You're not getting parlayed.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
She definitely didn't let me parlay with her pussy. Either,
yeah,
so
not getting not getting any of that hidden booty.
Dude, no. They hid it in their car when they drove away. They fucking were like, no, no more.
Yeah.
No more for you.
Yeah.
My one friend invited a bunch of
X
chicks
marks
over.
the spot, and by X I mean ex-girlfriend, because she broke up with me right after that.
Yeah, she's like, "There's no fucking way. You think this is cool what you guys are doing?" But so we were on the boat for probably a good couple hours, and then we just saw the bucket. We're like, "Where do we piss at?" And he's just like, "The ocean, idiot." And we're like, "Oh yeah, we could do that." And it's dark out, so we're pissing off
the
the side
chicks
of the
have
boat.
to piss off the
No,
ocean.
it was us. It was most of the chicks did not show up. My buddy got 2 chicks to show up in one night, and I was like, "Damn, that's cool." And then the one girl gets on the boat, and he didn't think she was going to show up. So the next one ended up showing up as well.
He double stepped.
I gotta go.
He double booked him.
I gotta go get the dinghy. And we're like,
He's
what
like,
are you doing? And then he's like, I gotta go pick. And she's like, he invited another girl. She's like, I might as well get in that dinghy too. And we're like, oh no, you could stay. Like,
yeah, you stay.
It'll be all right. No, it's fun. Let's have fun.
But she dipped.
No, she stayed.
Oh, nice.
And then it was just a really awkward boat ride. I mean, just sitting there, just fucking.
That's so awkward. Holy shit, dude.
Like, oh man, dude, like you're a real piece of work, dude. But anyway, when we all had to pee, we're like, where do we pee? He's like, oh, just go next to the bucket. And I'm looking at this nasty fucking bucket. I'm like, yo, is this where you shit? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no fucking way, dude. And he's like,
my God.
And then for a while, we're just like, we couldn't believe that we hung out with this guy for a minute. We're like, man, this is someone that we like. He was our boss too. Like he was he was higher ranking than we were. We're like, we take directions from this guy.
Like you shit in a bucket, dude, at sea?
In the ocean. Yeah.
But he was fucking
his boat ended up getting towed too. He was illegal.
Yeah, he's like the life of Pi, dude.
Yeah,
but he's the life of fucking
poop.
Yeah, he's the life of poo. Yeah, life of poo, dude. He's the life of cow pie.
Dude, instead of a giant Bengal tiger in his boat, there was a giant Great Dane.
yeah. He paints it fucking with tiger stripes and shit.
Yeah, this is my tiger. It's like, dude, I think you need to go to a hospital, man.
Yeah, it's like, well, it does smell like an Indian person in here.
Dude, I'm white. I'll get canceled.
I had to go there. Sorry. Hello, welcome to my boat. Welcome to the boat. Would you like to shit in the bucket?
We have a 5-star bucket here.
Yeah, the bucket
I think you
is
meant to
very
say
good.
5-gallon bucket.
It's like a bidet. If you let the ocean waves wash up on your ass crack, it's like a bidet. It's
dude,
a beautiful
sea salt bidet, dude. Fucking saltwater bidet.
Saltwater bidet. Hell yeah, dude. It's an oceanic experience. It's an oceanic experience.
Like, why do you have a super soaker on your boat? Do you have water fights? No, that's my bidet, dude. That's how I just.
It's a fucking oceanic experience, okay? It's a bidet from the ocean.
Oh, it's a bidet.
Hey, you hear what I told him? I told him it's a bidet from the ocean.
Okay, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was like Statham
I'm fucking trying to do a fucking Sopranos thing, man.
He's wiping his ass on the picadouche.
Hey, you hear what I told him? I told him he was wiping his ass on the picadouche.
Dude, Sopranos, you've been getting into that. I like
I've just started watching Sopranos. Dayton has bullied me into watching it, and it's really long. I will say that. Like, because I watch Goodfellas and Casino. I mean, and you think Casino's long.
Yeah.
God damn. You watch
Sopranos. A long
Casino is a long-ass movie, dude. You're like, halfway through Casino, you're like checking the time, and like, how much fucking longer?
Yeah, same thing with Irishman. Have you seen Irishman yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
I like the very beginning of Casino. It's like, it really set me up for like the time it was filmed. Is you know, he like gets in the car and then it blows up.
Yeah,
like the first scene.
Yeah.
If you look at it, you could see them like do a hard cut and it's just a dummy in the front seat of the car. It's like the worst I'm telling you, look it up whenever you get a chance. It's the worst like cut of it.
That's
Just
so
like,
funny.
oh yeah, like here he is walking to his car, and then it's just like hard cut, and there's this a dummy like not even in the same position. He's just like he's just stiff, and then it blows up. You're like, oh, so at least you know the explosion was real because they couldn't like. I guess CGI was like a thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they really blew up this car, but
that is pretty fucking badass.
they did the worst
That's fucking
hard cut
metal,
ever.
dude. Yeah.
Was it filmed with film too back then, or was it
probably? I don't know.
So
anything.
someone had to like sit there with scissors, cut it at the right moment, put it on a new reel, and
Yeah.
it was hard. It's much harder to do cuts like that, I think.
Oh, I'm sure, dude.
But,
yeah, that old school.
like,
But that's why it looks so good.
Yeah, I also, I have troubles like editing Instagram posts and shit, or like,
Yeah.
actually, I couldn't imagine like having to sit there and like not let enough light touch this film reel so that it doesn't burn out or whatever it was. And
Yeah, dude.
I also have no idea how any of it works anyway, so I could just sound like an idiot right now. But
no,
Casino's a good one, long one. Irishman is even longer. It's another Scorsese film.
Yeah. No, I saw.
They make Robert De Niro like try and look like a 20-year-old.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
was
like,
why I
what
didn't
the
watch
fuck
it
is
because
this?
it was like he's so old and it kind of made me sad. Like sometimes watching an actor when they're so, and I had just watched fucking Goodfellas and then Casino and stuff, so I was like, where he's like the perfect age in those, you know,
Yeah.
where he's like, and then I haven't watched like
Perfect mob
Raging
age.
Bull yet, and I haven't watched like Taxi Driver, which he's a little younger and it's
He's
a little
much- it's
bit,
one of his first
and it's
films.
not shot as quality because it's just they probably just didn't have as much money in the.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean like it look
is
probably
grainy,
quality
too.
stuff, but that's what I mean. The graininess, like I love the crispness of like Casino and of fucking Goodfellas. Goodfellas, dude, but Casino
They also had a
especially.
huge budget
Casino-
for that, probably.
Oh, I'm
It's
sure.
Scorsese,
I'm sure.
man. Like, you got
No, for sure. Well, that's why Gangs of New York is so fucking awesome. Like the fucking, like, have you watched that one?
I don't. No, I haven't seen Gangs.
That
of New
one's
York. I
sick,
need to.
dude.
I
That was
sound
actually
like a
the
phony
first.
now.
That
Say,
one's
like,
well.
mob
That was the
movies.
first. No, I mean that one's like pretty. Like that one's not his like old school ones. That one's like that was like 2008 or something.
Yeah.
But and I just that was the first one I watched out of all of them, and then it got me into fucking Scorsese movies and shit, and then I started getting into like the mob rabbit hole and stuff. The mobster,
Yeah.
like
Did you watch Bronx Tale?
I haven't watched that one. I
That's a
started
good one.
it, and
I
it was
love
kind
that
of
movie.
slow at first.
It's very slow. Yeah.
It's slow at first, so I tapped out. But I'm gonna go back because Chaz Palminteri. I like listened to him on a couple podcasts, and he's very interesting.
Which
And
one's who's Chaz?
like,
I don't know.
he's
I'm
the one
bad
who
with
wrote
names.
the Bronx Tale, and I think he's like one of the main people.
Oh, he's
but-
but he's Sonny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny, and he wrote it and stuff.
Apparently, that was like a true story or something. That someone
Yeah,
else
I mean,
wrote.
all these are pretty big. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
talks about it on a little bit. I don't remember fully, but like on We Might Be Drunk, which is Mark Norman and Sam Morrill's podcast.
Yeah,
he
I
goes
like
on there and
Mark Norman.
talks to them about it and stuff, and that was interesting. So I was like, oh, I do want to watch Bronx Tale. Then you were quoting it the other day, so it is another one that's on my list.
I was quoting it the other day.
Like
Must
or
be
something.
fucked
You were
up.
talking about Bronx Tale at fucking at the bar or at the fucking
Oh, it's
at the
outside of
show.
Madhouse or some shit.
No,
Or-
when we were at Holding
Holding
Company,
Company, yeah,
Holding
yeah.
Company, the show. Yeah, you came to the
Also,
show.
that was awesome, dude. Like,
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks again for coming
yeah,
out
I
to
didn't
that
know
and
how.
shit.
Like, until then, I was like, man, he's fucking so talented, dude. I didn't know you did it all, man.
No. I mean, it's just I've been
Well,
playing
shit I
music
can't
for
do.
longer than I've been doing anything else. So
Yeah.
I'm better at it than anything else. But still, dude, I've been pretty lazy about music. Like
What's it called when you sing on the? Is it called scuzzing? What is it called where you're singing on the street and stuff?
Busking.
Busking.
Yeah,
Scuzzing.
scuzzing. I thought you were talking about like scat. I thought you were talking about scatting. I'm a scat man. Yeah.
No, busking. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, busking is like
Busking
when you play
tables.
music on busking tables. Yeah, busking is like when you play music on like the street. Yeah, or music or any kind of entertainment like juggling or any kind of street performance. It's just street performance for money. Like
Okay.
people street performing for money. It's busking.
Do you busk?
but,
Did you busk a lot? Or do you still busk?
I don't really as much now. I'll just go. I'll do it occasionally in OB. I'll go set up in
I feel
OB.
like you can do that no matter what. They're like, someone once said like, oh yeah, if you move to OB, you have to smoke pot to prove you're not a cop or something. I think it was another comedian said that. Or
That's
someone
funny.
in passing said it to me once. It was one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah,
Not my joke. I don't want anyone to
I do have homies there who would definitely like if you didn't smoke weed and you had your mustache, they would definitely think. They would definitely think you're a Crawford.
I shaved my beard like in November, and like I just kept it because it's hard for me to grow it back.
I'll be gone till November. I'll be grown till November. That's what your beard was saying. He'll be grown till November.
Yeah, right.
I'll be grown till November.
So I shaved it off, and immediately is when I started comedy, like right after that. And everyone's been. It sucks like meeting all these funny people because they're also the meanest. Like they just say the most harsh truth to you about your appearance. They're just like,
yeah.
I've gotten cop face, pedophile face, a lot of Gillis references, dude. Everyone's
That's
like,
a brutal leap
like,
from cop face to pedophile face.
Yeah,
you're like a cab to a kid.
Yeah. Fucking,
dude.
No, I like a lot. People have been saying like Gillis jokes to me a lot. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you're trying to look like Shane Gillis, or someone said baby Gillis, and then someone said anorexic Gillis, mini Gillis, and I was like, okay. So I came up with Ozempic Gillis, even though I'm still fat. So it's like doesn't really work. But I hear so many things. I think it's. I mean,
that's
not
easy bad. That's not a bad fucking person to be. He's like the most successful comedian in comedy right now. So
yeah.
There are worse people. They're not calling you
but he's also
Dalia.
famously known for like looking like he has Down syndrome.
Yeah, but he's not famously known for like raping a girl or like fucking like he's not famously known for like drugging drinks like Bill Cosby or like bringing like underage kids to his fucking shit like Dalia.
Yeah, but I've been
like,
mixing with pedophile face. So I think it's like a hey, if
mix.
Shane Gillis were to do this, we'd look at you first. Actually, like I'd be in a lineup with Gillis. Like, that's the guy who did it. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm not even that same height as this guy.
Yeah, if you smoke weed, they could call you Shane Chillish.
I'm not allowed to smoke.
Chillish. Shane Chillish. He's not super chill, but he's chillish, you know.
Chief Chillish.
Chief Chillish, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
After I masturbate, I'm Shane Gillis.
That's pretty good. Oh, Maron.
Oh, dude. So that I was holding on to this one. That episode where he's saying all that stuff to Meadows' boyfriend, the black guy, and he calls him Moulignan.
Yeah,
do you know what Moulignan means?
Yeah.
Eggplant.
I know.
My
My Italian friend Jess told me.
Okay.
Jess, who's been on the pod. Jess, who works at ACC. You know,
but anyways, girl Jess, guy.
Yeah, girl Jess.
Is she a bartender?
Yeah, she's a bartender.
Oh yeah, she always has me do the survey whenever I'm there. She's like, make sure you do a survey, you'll get an extra ticket. I'm like, I need this. So I'll do it.
Yeah,
like,
she's
nice.
Cool. Yeah, I love Jess. She's been on the podcast before. Actually, we've done a pod.
I think I saw a clip of it. As you guys were on a couch or something, right?
Yeah, I was at her spot.
I was trying to remember. Like, I was like, I know. I was looking through all the clips of it. I'm like, it's like I know this person. I don't remember where from, but now you mention it. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, she's Italian, so she told me what a Moulignan was when I was first. She's like, you're a fucking Moulignan, Wes. That's what she told me.
It's so bad that there's like not even a word for black people there. That's why they just started calling you eggplant.
Eggplant, like, it's crazy.
My friend Charles, he was like, I'd rather just call me the N-word than be called that. I'm like,
Tony also called Meadow Soprano's fucking her Moulignan boyfriend at the time a fucking charcoal briquette.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you're a charcoal briquette.
Yeah,
like, he says it like he's like, you get where I'm coming from. Like,
that's the craziest.
And the guy's just like,
craziest
what the
term.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, charcoal briquette is wild, dude. If anybody's like, hey man, you're a fucking charcoal briquette,
he threw some Jew ones in there too. He threw some anti-Semitic remarks too, but he mainly just was just hammering in the fact that you're black with my daughter, and then he was just like, fuck you. And then he smiles and he runs out. He's like, what'd you say? He's like, I don't know. Like, and he just plays so dumb. He's one of the biggest villains in the whole series, but he's the most loved one. Well, not most loved, but I mean, he's the main guy.
But also, I feel like there is like some like, you know what I mean? Like you because you're watching the show so much, you like start to like Tony. Yeah. But you're like, oh, he is a piece of shit.
Oh, he's a huge piece.
Like you're like he's a piece of shit, but then also like you're like there's the little things where you're like, oh, you're happy when he's happy. It's like an abusive father.
Oh, like with the ducks, you know? When he has the ducks, dude, I'm like the happy. I'm like, oh look, and then they come back and fucking. Well, I don't know how. I every time I watch this show, it's just been a run through just. Yeah,
it all blends.
So I don't really know
where things are. Yeah, chronologically. And
I love
shit.
how AJ's always getting in trouble. Look, he's getting in trouble right now.
Yeah.
The kid, she's already doing the mom stance, and he's doing that. What do I have to say to agree with your mom? Fucking face.
Yeah, no, it's wild. Damn it. Yeah, I would fucking look up fucking current events or some bullshit, but I don't fucking my
Current
goddamn
events.
computer
Do
is
current
fucking.
events. I got computers.
Oh, you got
right
a computer? Yeah, a handheld computer, dude. This is the future,
I'm gonna
bro.
be going on a date after this. Dude.
Oh shit!
With a girl.
Hell yeah,
It's pretty
dude.
exciting.
What's his name? No, I'm just kidding.
What's
No,
that
that's
joke Paulie Walnut says? He says,
you
he's like, you remember your first blowjob? Yeah? How'd he taste? And it's just like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Tone, you heard what I said? He always has to repeat.
Yeah, I
what he
love
said.
repeating. Yeah, the
Let's
fucking.
see.
Yeah, that's the
Current
funniest shit for sure.
Events.
Yeah, people are gonna hate me.
CNN, or are we doing Fox News? Let's see. CNN seems like more fun. Fox
No,
News seems
no.
scary.
We don't
NBC.
need like news, or I mean, I don't actually go to the news stations. I don't know where you get news.
I get news from Facebook and my Jewish grandma.
I get news from podcasts.
My news comes from my grandma, and it's always just like the most ridiculous. She's like, "Did you know that they're doing that?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't know that they're doing that. I don't think you know that they're doing that. I think you made this up." My current event today. My grandma's at the hospital right now. She broke her wrist.
Oh no, dude! I'm so sorry.
And the first thing, she's fucking cranking them out. No.
Oh my god, flicking the bean.
Dude,
grandma.
she was fucking go DJ, go. You got to put some more elbow grease in there when you're old, man. She's out there sparking up. Her sparking up is a whole new meeting. Oh,
damn, but that's sad. I'm sorry. She's in the
I don't know
hospital.
what she did. She tried explaining, but then she had to go because I guess they were calling her. She was going back to the hospital to get like a new cast. It was too tight or something.
Or somebody's driving her?
Yeah, my uncle.
Okay, cool.
He answered the phone. He's like, "Hi, nephew." They're so like comedically Jewish, and, like just the way because they're from the Northeast. I think she's from Brooklyn, and then my dad and uncle they were raised in New Jersey.
Yeah, so it's like Seinfeld
Dude,
parents kind of thing.
I could I'll play you like a voicemail sometime. Like, oh my god! Like I sent it to one of my Jewish homies too.
Yeah,
and I was like, check this out, and he's like, if you didn't tell me that this was like your family member, I would think that someone was being like
super racist.
Like super racist, and just trying to make fun of it. Like, swear to God. I swear to God, there's like a video like, I took when I was visiting like 21 and they're talking about like Jack Kennedy or something, and it's just them talking about politics is the funniest fucking thing in the world. It's also like infuriating too because they're like they don't care what anyone else's side is on anything. They're like, no, that's a lie. Like I brought up the RFK Jr. like trying to fix food or whatever. Like he's lying to get your vote. I'm like, well, fucking worked. I mean, I guess they won, but I don't know. I don't know shit about politics in general though.
No,
that's why I say my news comes from them, and then my mother, who's also like the opposite.
Yeah, no, I don't really ever know about politics. I always just